Does your child say, I cutted the bread? Or I goed to school? Many parents and practitioners get worried because children use language in a way that is not correct. However, this is a way of a verbal sophistication in using the language. That means that your child is actually applying the rules that they acquired in the regular forms of language. Just think about it. So the regular form of the verb cut would actually be cutted if the experts didn't think of standardizing the version cut in the past tense and making it irregular, as the regular forms in English language are built by adding ed, the suffix, at the end of the word. However, the verb cut is irregular. In the same way, a young child applies the rule for the verb go, and that's why you can hear them saying, I goed to school instead of I went to school. This phase in the early learning of language is called overregularization or simply regularization. Overregularization is when children or young language learners or even any language learner extend the regular grammatical patterns to irregular words. These errors, if we can call them errors, because they're very, very logical and they actually come from the grammatical logic, just serve to give us the picture of where our children or students are in the process of language learning, language acquisition, and the acquisition of the grammar rules. So you should not be considering these as something alarming and something that you should be worried about if you get worried as a parent or as a practitioner. Many parents wonder, what is the cure for this? What is the solution to this? So I usually give two answers, and these are a short-term solution and a long-term solution. A short-term solution would be our reaction in the moment of us hearing the actual mistake. For example, when the child says, my tooths are hurting, instead of my teeth are hurting, we can say, oh, your teeth are hurting. So basically what we can do is just repeat the correct form and the form that they should be using. What I usually say to the parents and practitioners to avoid is to laugh, make jokes about the mistake that the child did, and also telling them to repeat the correct version, or telling them, oh, no, that's not how we say it. Can you say it like that? Right? So that can actually affect the confidence in children, and we want to avoid that. There is plenty of time for them to learn. Now, this really, links to the long-term solution. Long-term cure for overregularization is simply living longer or being exposed to the language longer. This means give them time. Give a learner or a child or a young language learner, whoever is making a mistake, enough time to be exposed to different irregularities in grammar rules in the language, so that they can actually catch the grammatical rule that needs to be applied to that particular word. I really hope this helps.